friends and gamers, welcome to the Fortress. We are looking at January 1938 and only 1, 2, 3, 4 turns away from a regular historical war start date. Right on. So this is a British Commonwealth turn, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently to make things a little bit speedier. Okay, let's go to the economic table. Britain has $12 to spend. They're going to buy a militia and a fighter and going to do a radar tech with their one major factory in London. The Far East Command has 5 IPP to spend, and so they're getting a militia and an infantry. Basically what they've been doing each turn. The Anzac has $3 to spend, and they're buying one infantry. And Canada has $9 to spend, and they do not buy anything this round. Okay, so yes, now we proceed, and we're going to do our tech rolls. Canada is doing anti-submarine warfare, but first of all we'll do the radar tech over here for the British Commonwealth, or Britain. 8, so it succeeds in the radar tech. Next we have the anti-submarine warfare. 9, so that is 2 successes for the British. So I have not been very successful with my tech rolls, so it's nice to see some positives. Things are looking up for us. Okay, back to the table. Okay, the fighter in London will only transfer to the British Midlands. In Sea Zone 24, we're moving almost our entirety to the English Channel here in Sea Zone 25. And there are some interesting reasons for that, but I won't get into it on this video. Okay, the remaining 2 units here are coming down south to Sea Zone, what is it? They're going down to Sea Zone 79 in Gibraltar, where we'll move the main focus of our attentions. This escort corvette is going to also come down to Sea Zone 79 and go on escort duty over there. I guess I should move it down a little bit further. Okay, in what else do we have? In Sea Zone 79, I'm going to move this light carrier, sans the tactical bomber, and this one's going to join the other ships in Sea Zone 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can reach because it has this base here in Gibraltar. Next we have the, so this tactical bomber of course has to land somewhere, so it's going to land over here in Gibraltar itself. In Sea Zone 81, there's going to be some major movements from this position. We feel that the French have decided they're going to take control of the Mediterranean, so this fleet is going to come out to Gibraltar. So now we have all 3 of British battleships in Gibraltar itself. Now from Gibraltar, I also want to take one of these transports, and they're going to make a journey, and they're going to be coming back to Sea Zone, what is it, 81. So they're also going to be the ones coming into here. And from this position, this light carrier is going to come 1, 2 to Sea Zone 83, as well as all the rest of these ships to Sea Zone 83. 83 is of course off of Aden, and so we are moving to that position. We're moving basically everything that was sitting in 81, all of the British ships that were sitting in 81. So that is a total of 4 destroyers and 3 heavy cruisers are coming to Sea Zone 83. So now we're moving on this direction into the Far East. And I'll do all my place unit stuff a little bit later on. I know earlier I could have done it all at the same time too. I just did it for thematic purposes. Okay, so the coastal sub goes 1, 2, 3 and joins this massive Japanese fleet in Sea Zone 89. These 2 ships, so they pick up 2 British infantry, and they come 1 into this sea zone, and then they drop them off in Malaya. Now you may be wondering why I'm stocking up Malaya so much. Well, there's reasons. Part of the reasons being it's got a dry dock, and it's a little bit off on its own, and I felt sorry for it, you know. So it's worth only $2, so it's not that much, right? But at the same time, it's nice to have a bit of a forward base somewhere, right? And it's a good position. From Malaya, we're moving this fighter back to Sea Zone 83, and it's going to land on this newly transported light carrier just over there. So it has the range, let's count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can land there. Okay, Sea Zone, we've transported those troops, and now it's all left to the Anzac over here. Now the Anzac are going to do this move again. Now last time it was pointed out that they don't have a naval base here in Sydney, which surprised me. I thought they did have one, but it makes sense that they don't. Not everything has to have a major base. So we pick up 2 infantry from this position, and we're going to strategic naval move with the transport. So using 3 of our Commonwealth points, 1, 2, 3, and drop them off in New Guinea. These ships will accompany using just regular movement. For place units, I'm going to do everything in reverse. So we're going to do the Anzac first. Anzac is going to come and dropped off in Sydney. Next, we're going to move up to FEC. Now, in the FEC, we're kind of... Oh, I forgot to make one non-combat move from Bengal to Calcutta, that infantry. So the factory here is going to produce 1 infantry, and we're also going to produce 1 militia there. Next up, we have just the British, because the Canadians didn't do anything, so then the British are the last remaining units to place. And theirs are fairly basic as well. They've been doing something very similar each turn. So this turn, they're going to simply go put another... Oh, one more non-combat move, sorry. Non-combat from Transjordan to Egypt. My bad. Okay, 1 militia is going to be placed over there. And then I'm going to place in British Midlands, I'm going to place in London, I'm going to place another fighter. And that is it for the British. So let's take a look at their income quickly. Now, we've spent all this, 5, 5, 3, and we're going to be gaining for Britain. They are now banking 12, just the same as what they were last turn. So 12 banked, 5 banked, 3 banked, and now Canada's the only one with a significant change. It goes to 12. So they have 12 banked for Canada. And that concludes the British Commonwealth. Stay tuned for France. The French Republic. Now the French Republic just have units over here, here, in the oceans, off the coast of Egypt, and these submarines over here. So let's first take you to the economic page, and we'll go from there. The economics of things. So we have $10 to spend, and we buy a fortified line and an infantry. Normally, France only collects $8 a turn, but it had $2 banked. That's the reason why. We do a research tech of wartime economy. Now, the fortified line, Felix here, is a controversial issue. People think that it's wasted, and it may very well be wasted. But I would need to at least make 1 fortified line at some point in this game. It's in my name, isn't it? Fortress Jinx. I need to make at least 1. And you know what? I've come up with a strategy, and if it works, it works. And if not, well, back to the drawing board. It's not like France ever survives the initial German attack anyways. And if France does, it's usually because Germany goes into Soviet lands and captures that, or completely just bungles it and doesn't do a great job in France anyways. Check out our video with, well, it'd be General Handgrenade's video of tanks on the tundra, where I first met Panzer King. Okay, so this is our tech roll for wartime economy. 12, so success. So France is now at stage 2 of wartime economy. Now, I should note at this point, while I'm here, that Britain has stage 2 for a few things as well. Britain is at stage 2 for wartime economy, radar, and advanced anti-submarine warfare. So I just thought I'd say that here, just so my comrades can align their charts as well. Okay, so our non-combat moves. We'll first do the ocean ones. So these ships here, I'm going to include everything. Well, the transports come 1, 2 into Sea Zone 79. That's where they go off to. The rest of the French fleet over here is going into Sea Zone 81. Yeah, 81, which is off the coast of Egypt. So that is 1, 2. It's not very far. They have that boost anyways. The only one that would have been an issue would be the torpedo boat destroyer, but it made it there without a single problem. 3 destroyers, 1 heavy cruiser, torpedo boat destroyer, and 2 battleships. Now the balance of forces in the Mediterranean has shifted. The Italians now hold the balance, especially with the French subs heading in this direction. And why are they heading in this direction? Well, they are going 1, 2, and they can move 3, so they join the British ships here. Oops, I guess you're a little bit off camera. In Sea Zone 122. Sea Zone 122. Now for land movements, well, that's a different story. We do not make any moves with our land units. place unit phase. So on place unit phase, I place 1 infantry here in Paris, and I complete my fortified line. Now, just so you guys aren't confused, I've had many people comment saying that it is on the wrong border, that I can't build it on the border between Belgium and Picardy. So I just want to illustrate to you guys that it is not on the border Belgium and Picardy, it is on the border between Alsace-Lorraine and Picardy. So just keep that in mind. Okay, and that is it for the place unit phase. Now, France banked $2 and it collects $8, so it is now back at 10 IPP. Thank you all for watching, and for the next video, check out Panzer King's Italy game, which is 4.5. Cheers all!